fatty, cow, piggy, tub of lard. These aren't very nice names. And unfortunately, there's a lot of overweight women in our society that are teased on a daily basis because of their weight. I think that social media plays a big role in this, and um, and I think that there's a way we can taper off, if not altogether stop this type of behavior. Um, if you look on the National Institute of Health's website, they have figures that list that both men and women are overweight at 36% of our population. So we've got pretty much an even keel there for both men and women. However, women get teased a lot more than men do, which is really unfortunate, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I believe that media plays a role with that as well. If you check out the Journal of Health Psychology, they ran this great study with 50 women who are overweight, and they asked them to just carry a journal and to notate any bullying behavior that they experienced over a 7-day period. And the results were unbelievable. They had over 1,077 occurrences in 7 days for just 50 women of things that happened that were bullying behavior. That averages out to be over 3 times per day per woman where they're getting bullied because of their weight. And I was shocked that people are so cruel and that can actually happen. I mean, I thought we were a more civilized country than that, but it's really frightening. They also go on to discuss how women experience higher levels of weight discrimination than men do. And it's probably because it begins at a lower body mass index than it does for men. So women who are at a BMI of 27 or higher, that's where the bullying starts. Whereas with men, their BMI is around 35 before they start getting bullied. And it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand that. I can't wrap my head around how women are expected to be in better shape than men. That makes zero sense to me. So I think it has to do with a lot of things that are in our media today, and a lot of people like Mr. Donald Trump, who everyone's very well aware of. He's all over the media. He's everywhere. And he really gets a kick out of teasing women. Rosie O'Donnell, he even brought her up in the first debate that they had. He's called her a pig, and he's made mentions of her weight several different times, just trying to humiliate her in any way possible. And he's also teased Miss Universe, which everyone I'm sure has heard of. He called her Miss Piggy, and he called her some other ethnic slang as well, which is also uncalled for. He also made her work out in front of TV cameras, just to further her humiliation as much as possible, because there's no other reason to do that. And none of it makes sense, considering who the source is as well, because he's certainly not in any physical, shape where he could be teaching anyone any lessons. Another example are actresses. It's crazy. Anybody that's on television has had a tremendous amount of attention given to their weight. Oprah, she's a great example. She has had, a television show. She's had several television shows, and has been in the media a lot for her weight. Whether she's gained weight, she's lost weight, for some reason it sells. I don't get it. She's one person. There's a lot of things going on in the world today. But it's interesting because I get a lot of magazines delivered to my home, and they range from Smithsonian to home improvement magazines to ESPN to some glamour magazines, you know, all different kinds. And it's funny because I went through 3 months worth of magazines and I could only find 3 photos of overweight women. 3. And guess what? They were all the same woman. And guess who they were? Yep. Oprah. These were the 3 pictures. And they were in her own magazine. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm sorry. Okay, so the other person that I want to talk about is Melissa McCarthy, because I love her. She's been in some amazing movies and has definitely proven what a great actress she is. But when she was nominated for all these awards, she went to a lot of different dress designers. And do you think she could find one that would make her a dress for the Academy Awards? No. None of these famous designers wanted to touch her because she's overweight. They didn't want her wearing their gown. It's crazy. She's receiving an Academy Award and they won't even dress her for the event. It's insane. Okay, so that being said, you know, I really do think that the media has a huge role in how we perceive people. 40% of our population almost is overweight. We need to embrace that and accept that and maybe show some kindness to one another instead of feeding into these programs that show this trash where they're trashing each other. Let's all work together and just be nice. No more fat shaming.